Okay, we're going to get started here because we have a pretty packed agenda for the afternoon session here. I want to start with one thing to start to make you think a little bit, and that's the number 39. 39. As I was preparing my welcoming remarks this morning, I started jumping around online looking for things, and I came across something that I was completely unaware of. And I thought, geez, am I really that out of touch? So I've asked 5, 6, 7, 10 other people, even Doug Roper in marketing, about this number 39 fact that I found. And he said, I have no idea what you're talking about. Pulled it up and he said, you're right. Well, according to the bestschools.org and their annual listing of the 50 best community colleges in the United States, Northeast Iowa Community College is number 39. Now, that's out of more than 1,100 schools, right? That's pretty impressive. I think we have a lot to be proud of. The question I ask myself then is why are we number 39? Well, I say it's because we care, and that's why we're here today. We care about our students, we care about one another, and we care about the differences that we make in people's lives every day. It is my distinct pleasure then to welcome you all back as we begin this new year. It is also my pleasure to thank you. Thank you for all the efforts you make. To the faculty, thank you. To all of the staff, thank you. To my colleagues in administration, thank you. To our Board of Trustees, represented today by Bob Schaefer, thank you. Each of us makes a difference, and that is what makes NICC special. At this point then, I want to invite Connie Cannon to introduce new members of our college so they can help us to continue to make a difference. Connie?
Good afternoon. How are you all doing? Hopefully you had a good lunch like I did. So I am Connie Kennan, the Executive Director of Human Resources, and this is only my second convocation here, but I know a few more names this year, and I'm a little less confused than I was last year, but it's good to see you all again. So it's a fun time to come down here and get to see so many faces at this time of year. So the names that I have here are the people who have been hired in the last year, and it's a fairly long list. We've got some adjunct. I know that there's going to be some people who aren't here, and I know that I'm probably going to miss a few names. So at the end, I'll get your attention and have you stand up as well. But when I read your name, please come up to receive your NICC pin from Dr. Wee and be recognized. First of all, Lauren Bingham is our math faculty. Okay, and we're working to get your electronic access set up, Lauren.
Thank you.
All right. We'll get you there. Sheila Blatz, the admin assistant for BCS. And Jim Breitbach, the NSF grant project manager. How about Ken Brown, business faculty? Or Nick Bushkovsky, science faculty.
Just in the summer.
Okay, in the summer. Tracy Sigrand in maintenance down at the Town Clock Center. Tracy? Down working. Here's another one probably working. Nicole Clement is a child care assistant. MJ Dashalet is an instructional design coordinator. And MJ is in a district-wide position. Brian Dunn, health faculty. Jody Ehlers, business faculty. How about Gina Ellerbach-Tone in the bookstore? Jaden Floyd is an evening center supervisor. Bart Frederick, enrollment advisor.
Non-emergency medical call.
Okay. Callie Ganson, health faculty. Or Matt Gonitz, communications faculty. We have Austin Glendenning, art faculty. How about Jo Marie Grabby, custodial? got to eat lunch with Marcia Herzog, High School Partnership. We have Brianna Kennedy as a child care assistant, and Brandon Kabliska, industrial tech faculty. Brandon. Yeah. Elizabeth Bleeper, library specialist. Kylie Lepelholtz, communications faculty. Victor Lieberman, coordinator of learning resources. I've got Rachel Lincoln, child care assistant, and Michelle Markham. Oh, do I have Rachel here? No. Michelle Markham, communications faculty. How about Pia McElhenney, respiratory care faculty. Marlene Merkus, math faculty. Amanda Miller, health faculty. Tamika Montag, child care lead teacher. Melissa O'Brien, professional studies faculty. Jordan O'Connell, enrollment advisor. April Oliver is a child care assistant. And Mercy Olmstead, agriculture faculty. Amy Putz, health faculty. Melissa Rao, communications faculty. Amanda Reddick Gilson, Clayton County success coach. She's upstairs, she was here. She ate lunch. Rebecca Reistroffer, health faculty. Beth Rosenthal, switchboard operator. Nope, operating the switchboard. Deirdre Ryan, center supervisor in Manchester. Lori Schmitz, VCS program manager at the Town Clock Center. Donna Silker, child care assistant. Kendra Stoner, TCC operations program manager. Mike Sturm is district lead program manager for EMS. Alexis Valentine is child care assistant. Margaret Volk, respiratory care faculty. Jessica Walker, medical assisting faculty. Melissa Weber, customer services operations program manager. That barely fits in colleague. Lee Weimer, department dean. Darcy Werner, switchboard operator here in Peosta. Mike White, web and social media manager. And last on my list is Jocelyn Weiss, library assistant. Okay, now for the ones that I missed. Tell me last name. Gladys? Are you here, Gladys? All right. Thank you. All right, who else? Anybody else? Well, that wasn't quite too bad. Julie. Julie Grip. Tell me how to pronounce your name, right? Grip. Julie Grip. You'd think I'd remember the ones I just saw in orientation the other day. Anyone else? Welcome and thank you and enjoy the address.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Is Tammy and our food service folks here, or are they still back there? Well, we always enjoy the food they prepare, so they're not here, but we should say thank you to them. I always like food when I don't have to prepare it myself. Anyway, good to have everybody back. Some of us have been here a while, but the summer went really, really quickly. When a company lays off people or they decide to close, we send out our rapid response team. And some of you have been part of that. And we work with other agencies such as the Iowa Works. And what we do is we go in there and we try to take care of those folks one at a time as much as we can. Because during those times, their world just broke up underneath them. And I went to a company that was closing this summer. And let me tell you the story about the person I met there. And the name is Danny. Danny's a wife and a mother. Even though she was losing her job, she maintains a positive attitude. I don't know how people do that. Some people have said, I'm out of here, no more commitment. Even to the last day. Talked to Danny that day. She went to college but never finished. Life just got in the way. As a 5-year-old child now. And you remember the golden ticket that you folks created for me to present scholarship? She was the first one. So I saw her that day and I said, Danny, no questions asked, no form to fill. This scholarship is for you. All you need to do is call this number. And she did. And last Monday at New York State Student Orientation, there was Danny. Positive as ever. And I said, how you doing? Oh, good. Got my classes registered. I'm going to go get my books next. You can tell that she just lost the job. And so I said, if you have any questions, do you know who to talk to? And she said, yeah, Katie Phillips. For those of you who don't know, Katie is part of our advising team. And so today at the Calma campus, I acknowledge what Katie did. This is what Danny said. Katie is my key resource person. If I have anything, I call Katie. And she enjoys working with Katie. And so today, I celebrated Katie and Danny. Katie's job is to advise and to enroll Danny. But more than that, she is forming a really strong relationship with this young mother. And the other role that I know Katie is going to continue to play would be the role of retaining Danny. Because if something happens to Danny, Katie is the one that she's going to call. And based on this relationship, I'm pretty sure that Danny is going to finish the program. And her life is going to be different because of that. One colleague connecting with one student. And many of you do that every day in your own special way. And I want to thank you for that. And I talked to Danny, I said, what about your husband? Husband also didn't go to college. And so I said, well, guess what? All we need for you to do is get your husband to come have a conversation with us. No string attached. And if he's ready, there's a scholarship waiting for him. Folks, what we're trying to do together is to impact lives. And I'm very glad that people like Danny give us the opportunity to walk that journey with them. That, I think, is a good way for us to start the semester, because there are many Dannys out there. May have different stories, but they're here, and we have the opportunity to form a relationship with them. I've been thinking about pictorially how to form all the different pieces of our college together. And this is what I can come up with. Those in the marketing department, I'm sorry, it's pretty basic. But this is how I see our relationship. What we stand on and we hold dear are the values of this college. Service, respect, innovation, stewardship, integrity. And as I mentioned, stewardship is not just about money, it's about taking care of people. Not only our students, but taking care of ourselves. This past year was not an easy year. We got cut twice by the state. But when we were setting the budget early on, without knowing that we were going to get cut, I told Dave Doms that we're going to set aside money for raises. Not going to be a lot, but we did. Oh, that's kind of cute. We still love you. After we knew we were going to get cut, Dave said, what do you want to do? I said, keep that money. And so, in a very, very small way, we were able to give everybody a little bit of a raise. And one of the things we also did was the classification and compensation study. We also set aside a little bit of money to start that process. It's going to take a few years to get it done. It would be nice to say we have unlimited funds to get everything done in 1 year. We can't. So we did that. So I just want to say thank you for understanding. We wish we could do more, but that's what we could do. All right. And that's stewardship too. And it's also, in a way, our respect for what you do. The innovation is definitely a big part of it. I mean, you take a look at what we do. 50 years ago and 50 years today, you look at the college, we're not the same. We have changed over time, and we have to, in order to continue to be relevant. So if you take a look at what we do, on top of the values that we stand on, these are the 5 things that we do day in and day out. Recruiting students, make sure that they enroll, and we keep them, help them finish. And the last thing we do is either place them in a job, help them, or if they go on to further education to a 4-year institute, we help them too. That's what we do. And this diagram around here is basically all of us. We are one piece of a big puzzle, and we hope that that puzzle fits together as well as possible every day so that we can continue to make a difference. And we uphold a mission every day. And that's why our mission is alive and well. People always said, well, what is your mission? I say, come watch what we do. We're not perfect, but come watch what we do. At the end of it, you tell us what we are all about. And what we're about at the end is student success. And because 85% of the folks live in our 5,000 square miles, they are our brothers and sisters and neighbors. We impact lives every time we step on this campus. And not only that, because they live among us, we are trying, also helping to build a stronger community. So this is the picture that came to my mind when I was thinking about today, is how to put everything together. And these are things that I value every day in making decisions on behalf of all of you. Yesterday, I got an email. Van Neenan, where are you? Well, when he comes back, we'll celebrate him. We received word that in Glenville, Minnesota, last Tuesday, through the training and equipment that we provided 2 years ago, a man was saved. This is our 10th successful rescue in the history. And this 10th life, spread across 7 states. I am so proud. That is another thing about looking at the value, the service that we have in the community. And many of these small communities don't have the resources. They are volunteers, and we go in there and make a difference. Dan and his crew now travels even to Canada. We are the only center of this kind in the whole United States of America for the ag industry. So the National Education Center for Ag Safety is huge. And innovation, Gloria knows this. You look at all the equipment that we have used over the years, they have changed. Why? It is because we want to save lives. Unfortunately, last week, we lost a 68-year-old in the grain bin. So we're batting 50%. 1 week, I mourn the death of one, and this week, I celebrate the life of another. Folks, 50% is not acceptable. We got to bat 100%. And that is the value of NICCC. So Danny and Katie and NICCC are just 2 examples that I can point out of how we impact lives. Some may not as dramatic as that, but it matters. So I'm very proud. When Dan Eden comes in, I hope he comes back. If you won't mind, join me in thanking him, Gloria, and everybody else for their good work. And speaking of Gloria, happy birthday. Am I still your friend?
It's the source that's not like that.
It's the source that's not. Okay, good. All right. Good. What do we know? In Iowa, the latest number, over 325,000 adults age 25 and older have no post-secondary degree. We have work to do, folks. We're talking about low to no skill. What we do is help get them in here and upskill them. And we're still not getting to some of them. That's a big number. And we talk about workforce shortage. 2, those that are 25 and older, some college but no degree, 223,000, almost 224. And that's why almost a year ago, this came out from the state, Future Ready Iowa. You might have heard of it a few times. In fact, if you go to the state fair, you will see a booth there. The goal is by 2025, 70% of Iowans will have post-secondary education. And at this point, we're calculating that we need an additional 127,000 to get that. And 70% is not good enough, because our population in this state is not growing, and we need more workers. So that is something that I pay attention to as a variable. And in our community, our 5,000 square miles of service area, we have some of these people. And you may know some of them. I need you to connect us with them. I need your help. So when you talk about how can we help with enrollment, connect us with somebody whom we can make a difference together. And this one is high school. 80,000 fewer high school students graduated in 2007 nationwide. And in Iowa, definitely the K-12 population is decreasing. Out of the 99 counties, only about 8 to 10% has any type of growth. The rest of them are declining. We need more people coming into the state. And the three numbers that I've shared with you before, that's easy to remember, in conjunction with this, especially Future Ready Iowa, is 1, 2, and 7. They all add up to 10. Okay? Out of 10 jobs upcoming, going forward, one of them will require master and above. 2 will require a 4-year. Where do you think the 7 of the 10 will come from? Us. And that's why the investment from the state is very important. And I use the word investment very, very intentionally. People always say that the state gives us money. No, the state does not give us anything. The state invests in us for the good of the people, and they get a good return. Individually, $3.50, all the way to community, $9.30 for every dollar invested. That's a good deal. Okay. So that is the message that we try to continue to let them know. This is the unemployment rate. The number above June 2017, the number below 2016. And this is Northeast Iowa. I include a few of the counties that are not in our district, but this is mainly ours. Take a look at the numbers. 2s and 3s. So we should be happy, right? Not quite. If you look at the previous slides, we have people who are not skilled to low skill. That means they are chasing jobs that pay minimally. We need to upgrade them. Unemployment rate does not mean that it's family-sustaining jobs. Some of them are not, and they're chasing all those jobs. We have an opportunity to upgrade them. The other thing is also there are people who are not counted in unemployment. Why are they not counted? Because they weren't looking. If you're not looking for a job, you're not counted in the unemployment. I want those people. You get what I'm saying? Folks who get a better job improve their family and improve our community. I look at our counties. I look at the assessment value. Every single of our county went up. I'm very pleased. That's good. Except for Mitchell's. Mitchell is negative. So we have work to do. So it's not just what we do here on this campus, it's what we do in our community to make sure that economically they continue to grow. Because when they grow, it's better for us. So these are, again, some of those things that we pay attention to. Why do I bring those up? It's because of this slide. You have seen this before. I keep this slide close by many times, simply because we pay attention to those things that impact us. I talk about funding. Well, the state this summer basically said that they are short another $100 million. And the governor in September probably will call a session. What's in it for us? Okay. Federally, there is one thing that is going well, and that's year-round Pell. President Obama's administration did it for 2 years. Great for our students. Why? Because around the year, they can keep staying with us. And we get their attention and we help them finish. Because that summer break sometimes disengage between us and the student. Well, guess what? The year-round Pell is coming back. I'm very happy about that. The other thing is healthcare. I pay attention to that, not only state, but federal. What are they doing? Because it impacts us. Over a year ago, the college absorbed $1 million in claims. $1 million. Not going any cheaper. In fact, I'm very glad that I have insurance through the college. Why? Because if I were to go out to the marketplace myself, I probably couldn't be able to afford it. Arizona alone, they doubled the prices. And the deductible went huge. Those are the things that sometimes keep me up at night. What's it coming? And the latest data shows that at the minimum, it's going up 5% next year. At the minimum. The Farm Bill. That's in Congress right now. Why do I pay attention into it? Because we're in the farming community. What Farm Bill impacts all of us, I have to know. So 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be in a discussion with a group of people who know something about this. I want to know what's happening. Because we need to lend a voice. If we keep quiet, Washington will do what they want. Me, I need them to do what we need them to do. Because we're in the farming community, the Farm Bill is huge to us. And I'm very glad that land prices for the farm is going up. It's a good sign. And I look at John Deere, they're doing well, it's a good sign too. So folks, this is something that I pay attention to on a regular basis. But I continually to find good things to be thankful for. Our environment might be challenging, but there are things that I watch day in and day out. And one of them is we are a college of the communities. And I say this again and again. Until I came to NICC, I didn't know that we took everybody. Anybody can walk through our doors and receive our service. We truly serve everybody. And I'm so proud of it. It doesn't make it easy, but guess what? We're the place where people come. And I'm proud of that. And because of what you folks do. And faculty and staff who cares about our students, as Doug brought up. And for those colleagues who are new, you got to have a passion for what we do. And you will know what that means. Because when you look around how we work with people, you'll get that. And at lunch, I talked to a student who told me about all the faculty who helped her. She came up to me and said, "Can I talk to you?" I said,